Citizen FM.
News at 6. I'm Lawrence Umoite. President Bola Tinubu has written to the House of Representatives seeking an amendment to the 2022 Supplementary Appropriation Act. The amendment, he said, was to allow the federal government to source 500 billion naira for palliatives to cushion the effect of subsidy removal. The Speaker of the House of Representatives, Tajuddin Abbas, read the President's letter during plenary. President Tinubu said the money will be sourced from the 2022 Supplementary Appropriation Act of 819 billion naira.
That is source for funds necessary to provide palliatives to mitigate the effect of the recent removal of fuel subsidy on Nigerians. Thus, the sum of 500 billion naira only has been extracted from the 2022 Supplementary Appropriation Act of 819 billion 536 million 937,815 naira only for the provisions of palliatives to Nigerians to cushion the effects of fuel subsidy removal.
Meanwhile, the President today met with the class of 1999 governors at the council chamber of the Aso Rock Villa in Abuja. The ex-governors were at the State House to identify with the President, who was governor of Lagos State from May 1999 to 2007, and also to express solidarity over his recent policies since assumption of office as Nigeria's president on May 29, 2023. Amongst the former governors present were James Ibori of Delta State, Donald Duke of Cross River State, Ojikalu of Abia State, Victor Atta of Akwa Ibom State, and Adamu Mazu of Bauchi State. Others are Sam Ego of Ebonyi State, Chimaroke Namani of Enugu State, and Ibrahim Turaki of Jigawa State. Road fittings installed on the newly commissioned Second Niger Bridge have been stolen by vandals. In response, the federal government has ordered security personnel to begin surveillance on the bridge and surroundings to prevent a reoccurrence. A source in the Ministry of Works confirmed the theft, reporting that the expansion joint walkway on the axis of the bridge had also been stolen. A federal high court in Abuja has adjourned hearing on all pending applications on a suit on the breach of provisions of the Power Sector Reform Act, increasing the tariff of power to October 2023. Presiding Judge Justice Bintanyaku gave the order at a resumed hearing of the matter in Abuja.
Of this motion, electricity tariff has been constantly in the increase. As a matter of fact, as we are talking now, I know there is another move to increase another tariff. So I believe this motion is in time. The court has considered all the circumstances and has advised that, okay, we should come on a later date to hear the motion and all other pending application.
They have forgotten that these defendants are in their parent companies, so in business as well. So, and business for profits.
The chairman and chief executive officer of Nigerians in Diaspora Commission, Abike Dabiri Erewa, has re-emphasized the need for diaspora skills transfer to obtain excellent and efficient service delivery in the health sector in Nigeria. Dabiri Erewa stated this at a discourse with Dr. Monica Simi Alabi, a Nigerian UK-based medical specialist in healthcare policy and leadership in Abuja. She noted that the development of any country is a collaborative front of both the inner circles of the country and its nationals living and working in diaspora.
We will do our bit, which is to meeting with the right people, and then we'll have a conversation as to the next steps to take. But I want to say thank you for what you're trying to do, and I hope that others will emulate what you're doing. We've had quite a number of our doctors who have returned to build hospitals. One of the best cancer hospitals now is in Lagos by Dr. Elenisa and her husband. We have almost about 5 here in Abuja. We have the Duchess Hospital. They're all diaspora doctors. So coming back home, and I'm sure that with the impact of diaspora medical practitioners, the issue of medical tourism will soon become a thing. Never.
Dr. Alabi explained that her purpose for the visit is to push for a policy that will enable access to better medical attention within every 3-kilometer radius in the country, as she raised that healthcare is very key for the healthy nation.
It's really important. I think Nigeria has so much potential. We have so many, so that's human capacity. We have that, but we can do so much. And with a little bit of cooperation together, I'm just saying, I always say to people, whatever you say and keep confessing about your country, eventually that's what your experience will be. So we just keep on sort of trying. So it's important for me to always be. So my advice is that never lose touch. Even if you travel, spend 20 years, 30, however long you spend, always come home at least once a year.
As part of an effort to promote the exportation of Nigerian goods and services, stakeholders in the agro-allied and non-oil sector have been called upon to take advantage of the current economic situation and prepare their products for the global market. The Chief Executive Officer, Nigeria Export Promotion Council, Ezra Yakusa, made the call at the unveiling and celebrating Nigeria's first organic certification for shea butter collection in the world, Africa. Represented by a director in the council, Obidike Evelyn, the NEPC revealed how the country can benefit immensely from the non-oil sector, noting that Nigeria can benefit fully from the African Continental Free Trade Agreement.
Happy because what we are seeing here is going to quadruple the export of shea butter from Nigeria. It's going to increase the volume and the value of Nigerian non-oil export, especially with respect to shea butter. And it will go down and cascade down to employing more hands, employing more women, providing jobs, providing economic living, and above all, the community that has provided the environment, provided the shared trees, provided the working environment will also benefit.
The project manager and co-founder Share Integrated Global Foundation, Mrs. Priscilla Akpasun-Musu, reiterated that the certification is a testament to the company's unwavering commitment to sustainable practice, environmental stewardship, as well as the highest standard of quality.
Because it's used for medicine, it is a medicinal. It is used in the cooking, in the confectionery, it's used in healing and for pharmaceutical in medicine. So we will make sure that the product is giving it visibility, is well positioned, and the niche market positioning is very important.
Federal government has released the 2023 National Common Entrance Examination result, with 76 pupils having the highest score of 203. The Permanent Secretary, Federal Ministry of Education, Andrew Adejo, while announcing the release of the Common Entrance Examination result at a press conference in Abuja, revealed that 3,036 pupils were absent, adding that the lowest score was 01, scored by 6 pupils.
Gratitude to God and a deep sense of fulfillment that we gather here today to mark the official release of the 2023 National Common Entrance Examination results, which is the gateway for entry into our unity schools. Like we all know, this exam is very competitive. It provides opportunity for Nigerians, both home and abroad, abroad, specifically some neighboring countries, to sit for exams, those that want to enter into our 110 unity schools.
Adejofoda disclosed that a total of 72,865 pupils registered for the 2023 examination compared to 71,733 for 2022, with Lagos State having the highest number of 18,644 and Taraba with the lowest of 102.
We all know we've standardized our admission criteria over the years. And it's the same thing we are going to do this year. 60% will be based on merit, 30% will be based on equality of states, because these are unity schools, and the remaining 10% will be left for exigencies. As usual, I want to assure you that the Federal Ministry of Education will ensure that the admission processes are concluded in good time.
Foreign stories now. NATO leaders met Wednesday with the Ukrainian president in Lithuania's capital as they close a summit that has included emphasis on supporting Ukraine in its fight against Russia's invasion and discussion of Ukraine's future within the alliance. The Ukrainian president said at the joint news press conference with NATO Secretary General that he understands some allies do not want to consider Ukraine joining the alliance at this time due to fears of a world war.
Reaffirmed that Ukraine will become a member of the alliance and agreed to remove the requirement for a membership action plan. We must ensure that when this war ends, there are credible arrangements in place for Ukraine's security, so that history does not repeat itself. The biggest risk is if President Putin wins, because then the message is that when he used military force, when he violates international law, when he invades a neighbor, then he gets what he wants. And that's exactly why it is so important for NATO allies to support Ukraine.
And in sports, Porto have promoted Nigerian sensation Ibrahim Marcus to their first team for the upcoming 2023 season. The 23-year-old forward initially joined Porto on loan from Nigerian Premier League side Remo Stars in July of 2022, with his destination being Porto Team B. Marcus wasted no time leaving his mark